Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are talking about one of the upcoming characters, Metal Bat. Now, before I get into this video, I would just like to ask you guys if you could support me by subscribing. Buttons right down there below. And if you already are subscribed, just please check, just in case, because YouTube does sometimes unsubscribe you, depending on what. And also, if you do want to check out more videos like streams or YouTube shorts, go ahead and click the notification bell and you can be alerted for normal videos, shorts, and streams. Alright, thank you so much for your attention and let's get right to the video. Okay, so I did spend a lot of time making this video. Basically, I'm going to go over what Metal Bat would look like in the game. Now, Metal Bat is a very loved character in the One Punch Man community, and I think he would be really cool in this game. As we already know, we do have his character model in the game, but it is not, of course, complete with animations in terms of attacks. It's only the character model for daily touring. So, people have been speculating what type Metal Bat could be, and I'm going to quickly go over this before we get into the moves and what he could possibly have as attack. So, first of all, Metal Bat is basically a brutal fighter with a metal baseball bat, right? So where would he fit in terms of here? I think he could fit into Assault or Morale, around those lines, but Arms Genos, another character that is probably upcoming before Metal Bat, is basically assumed to be Assault since he was Assault in beta, or he was also teased as Technique in one of the screenshots for his banner. So I believe that Technique, they're going to keep Technique for things like Martialists. I'll put up an image on screen. It's basically what we found in the data mines. Basically, they might be preparing for Season 2, like maybe Turenko, Garo, Bomb, Suiryu, etc. That there are a lot of martial artists, so I definitely think a lot of them would fit in the Technique role. Atomic Samurai, Sonic, Lily, etc. They all have weapons. See, they all have weapons, and they kind of just have their own fighting style. For example, even though Silver Fang doesn't have a fighting style, he has his hands, which is his martial art, right? Water Stream, Rock Smashing Fist. So it can't be Technique, right? And if Genos is going to be Assault then, because I said Genos or Metal Bat wouldn't be in Technique, then Metal Bat has to be in either Assault, or sorry, Morale or Overpower. And now, Metal Bat, I wouldn't say he's a healer. He's all about the attack, right? Like Fubuki, one of the healers in the game, she is like a healer because she plays support in the manga, etc. So she's more of a support role with her lore, so that's why they made her healer. And Bang because he has a defensive technique. So that leaves out one role and one class, Morale. Bro, Morale is going to be stacked, okay? With Saitama, Prisoner Sonic, and Puri Puri Prisoner, that means disable or dispel is Puri Puri, healing is Sonic, and attack is Saitama. So, what does that mean for us? That means we're probably getting Metal Bat as a composure reduction character in the Morale class, right? And why this is huge is because I can make a whole fighting kind of mock of him. So quickly, let's show his core mechanism on screen. I just made this. It took me like a couple of hours, but I slapped it together. And basically it says, core mechanism, when Metal Bat takes damage, his next attack does more damage and grants him Spirit, which enables him to enter Fighting Spirit, which is his mode. When Metal Bat takes any form of damage, his next normal attack will deal 1.2 times damage. Every time you attack with this boosted damage, you are granted 100 Spirit. When you reach 2000 Spirit, you can enter Fighting Spirit mode. This increases the damage of his special attacks, scaling to however low Metal Bat's HP is. So, basically, when you're in this mode, you'll get a bonus of attacks and damage, but it will scale higher to Metal Bat's HP. So if he is, on the brink of death, he'll do way more damage than if he's on full HP. I kind of pulled that from the Garu fight when he took a lot of damage, and then he'd deal more damage and become faster the more times he got hit. So, that's the mechanism down. Now let's get to his normal attack. First of all, his normal attack is called swing, right? Because he's swinging the bat. He delivers multiple strikes, gaining spirit. When in fighting spirit state, execute special attacks by holding down the mouse button or the left click for every hit. And for every hit, it replaces 1% HP with a 1% shield, kind of like Zombie Man, but I did this just to counteract so he wouldn't kill himself or won't, like, deplete all his health. Health cannot go below 50 HP for good reasons, because he'd get instantly killed if he got any lower than that. His M1 is he delivers 6 strikes, dealing 710% damage in total, and gaining 100% or 100 spirit and replacing 1% of total health points with a 1% health point shield. When he is in fighting spirit state, he delivers 8 strikes instead of 6 and does 1200% damage in total. Now, this could be a little overpowered or a little underpowered. Of course, you can just change these values here. I just put them there, just kind of like if I wanted it, to have just around, to have, kind of a perspective on what the damage could potentially be. Now, for ability 1, it's his Q ability. It's called Savage Tornado, with a 10-second cooldown. Obviously, you can change that, like I said. So, Metal Bat spins in a 360-degree circle, spinning his bat over and over, and he finishes the spin with a violent one-handed swing with his weapon. So, he launches continuous spins on the target and finishes with a powerful attack, dealing 450% of his attack to damage in total. It increases to 650%, scaling with his HP in fighting spirit state. So, yeah, all of his special abilities will get boosted when he's in his mode. So now, ability 2 is called First Strike. Leaps in the air and smashes the ground to gain spirit points, and if the attack misses, the next attack will do double the damage. So this could be kind of basic, and it could be kind of the same, but the way I made this is you can use this to attack flying characters in the game, because there isn't too many of those attacks, and if you do miss the flying character, you will do double the damage. So the next time you'll do a massive amounts of damage, and you could just kind of stack up on this. If the boss is running away, you could just hit the floor, and then when they come back, you can hit them again, do double the damage. 18-second cooldown, because it's going to do a lot of damage. Actually, kind of. I think this could do. I think this does too little damage. I think we could definitely boost the cooldown here. So yeah. Assaults the enemy, dealing 300% of attack as damage, and gains 300 spirit points. Increases to 570% of attack when in fighting spirit state. I think this one needs to be buffed a little bit. So, with the second ability down, we go to our third ability, which is called Fighting Spirit. This skill can only be used upon reaching 2,000 points of spirit, and he enters fighting spirit state. Normal and special attacks are enhanced, and they do extra damage. So for his R, there will be a move called Strikeout, replaces this skill. So it's basically a final blow. Expends all remaining spirit to deliver a powerful strike. I kind of got this from like Moomin Rider and like Saitama. You can kind of see where the 360 thing goes with Moomin Rider. But I want him to be kind of really cool and ruthless with his bat. So his skill can only be used upon reaching 2,000 points of spirit. He enters fighting spirit for 20 seconds, which stamina and recovery SPD increases as well, and dash distance, so you can really move around the map quickly. Normal and special attacks deal more damage, and Strikeout replaces this skill. Strikeout spends all remaining spirit to unleash a powerful blow, which does 1,500% of attack as damage. So it's a pretty powerful attack. It scales with like Saitama's Final Punch. So now we're going on to our potential. Our potential, we go in tier 1, ever-growing strength. Whilst in fighting spirit, the cooldown of your special moves are decreased by 50%. So this will basically make it so you can just use your attacks way more. And I think it's an appropriate pot 1 compared to other ones. I don't think skill cooldown's even that broken, so yeah. Anyways, because his M1 does a lot of damage while in the mode, so it's like sometimes you want to use your skill, sometimes you don't. So I think the cooldown's perfectly fine and balanced. Potential 2 tier, it's called Overkill. Basically, it gives your raid break level limit +3. I think this is kind of obvious and it's needed. Now we have potential 3, which is called Home Run. Basically, every use of Strikeout increases the ability's damage by 15%, and it can be stacked to 3 times, up to 3 times, so it doesn't become too broken. Now, potential 4 is called critical hit. It's a crit triggered by an attack that generates 40% of composure damage bonus. Every time a monster enters break state, you gain a 10% damage bonus, and this effect can be stacked up to 3 times. And then for potential 5, we have Ruthless. For every 40 crits you land, you inflict bleed. It does damage over time, and the effect does not stack, because that'd be too broken. Bleed, basically, it's similar to what the boss's condition gives you. I think it could be kind of within the same HP scaling as that. But I think I want to do a decent amount of damage to the boss, and it can't stack. So it's kind of like you hit the boss so much with your crits that, you know, you make them bleed out. And then, you know, they take damage that way, which I think is pretty cool. A little bit of bonus damage. Now for potential 6, we have Brink of Doom. Every 1% of max HP lost grants 0.4% damage bonus with a maximum of 40%. So yeah, you can do a lot of damage if you basically lose all your HP. I think this is a pretty good ability, so it makes it so you have to lose a lot of HP, and you can lose more than what your M1s, you know, replace your HP with, but there's certain status elements that target your HP rather than your shield. So for example, if you're attacking and you get your shield and you're too bulky for the enemy, if you're going against characters that have bleed like Mosquito Girl, I think it bypasses the shield anyways, so you'll take damage that way, so you can actually get more of this potential value. So that was my mock of Metal Bat, and I think it is a pretty good kind of character that I've made. Of course, this is just a fan-made character, so the real character could be way different, but this is just something that I can imagine Metal Bat being similar to, right? You guys can also leave your thoughts and comments down below about what you thought about this, or if it was too close to any of the other characters, and what would you change. Overall, I think it's a pretty good character. It's pretty mashed up well, and I think he really does the job when it comes to being Metal Bat, you know? So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and that was basically my mock of Metal Bat, and I hope you guys, again, like I said, enjoyed, and don't forget to like, subscribe, whatever you must do down below, and peace out everybody, have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.